Okay, I want to welcome everybody. We're getting into RoboForex and what RoboForex is about. Before we do that, I want to just go through an important thing from the standpoint of disclosure and disclaimer. Forex trading is risky. Forex trading is something that, because it's risky, it has the ability to generate returns that are exceptional. It also can create losses that are exceptional. So, there is that risk. And the bottom line on this slide that you see on the screen here is, somewhere my pointer is going to show up here if I'm lucky. Here we are. I don't know why they move that around each time, but right here. Never risk funds you cannot afford to lose. Well, that's really the bottom line. In other words, if you're engaging in this activity, it's one that does have risk. Things can happen in the Forex market that are unpredictable. And so it's very important also to mitigate that risk is to put money in and then to try to get that money back as soon as you can. We'll show you how to do that. But that's a very, very critical element of this process, is to make sure that you can mitigate your risk and not have money in that you cannot afford to lose. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Robert Burns. I am here in the Seattle, Washington area. You may be asking, what is an American doing here? I thought Americans couldn't play. You'd be right. My wife and daughter are both dual citizens. They're U.S. citizens and Romanian citizens, hence my ability to play because we have a membership in the EU. My son is in Montana, enjoying life in the big city of Bozeman. Just a funny stat, there's more billionaires per capita in Bozeman, Montana than anywhere on the planet. Go figure. Little itty-bitty town in Montana, but people really like it that have money. Excuse me. For fun, I'm into fly fishing and bass guitar, and on my professional resume, let me see here, did I? Yeah, I did share. Okay, good. We're good. On my professional resume, you see things that the common theme in these things are the product itself makes money. That's true in Forex trading. That's true in real estate. That's true in crypto. I like all of these a lot. And how I've been building my business, and I'm so grateful to be able to do this. I was reminded of this. My wife and I were just on a trip in Romania, just about 3 months. We were there, actually there for the birth of our grandson. Our daughter is there with her husband in near Brașov, Romania, in Bran, the home of Dracula's castle. And we were there, and I was doing this. I have the luxury, and I'm so grateful to be able to do this business. And imagine you can build a business, both the trading, the copy trading, the affiliate part, you can pick the piece you like or the pieces you like. But the bottom line is you can do this and you can make enough money that you can have a lifestyle that really is able to be done from anywhere. Imagine that. The laptop lifestyle. What a thing. So here's what we'll get into today. We're going to get into copy trading, of course, what that's all about, the solidity of the broker, how you get your money in and out. Also, what is compounding? How does that work? That's something that is enormously powerful. In fact, Einstein said it's the 8th wonder of the world, compound interest, and old Albert was right. That is wicked powerful. Then we'll get into the affiliate part. You don't have to do the affiliate part. It's optional. But if you choose to do the affiliate, and also your compounding and lots of things. And then last on part 1, we'll do the drawing. So if you are a guest here, you'll want to type guest in the chat, and Robert will be keeping an eye on that. I'll be keeping an eye on that. That will enable you to enter the drawing where you can win $100. No kidding. We pay it every time. It's very exciting. In fact, this was before I get in there, Q&A will be part 2 after we do the drawing. We'll end the stream and then put Q&A in place to be able to get people's questions answered. If you have enrollment questions, we can help you do that. This is an example. These are some examples of winners that recently won the $100 drawing. This is just a small sampling. We could fill up a page actually with this, the winners that won this, and one of which in particular. Also, he's in Northern Ireland, in Belfast. He won the $100, and what most people do is they want to use it for copy trading. But Don had some trading skills previously before becoming engaged in RoboForex. He went out, he took the $100, and he turned it into $200 in short order. This looks like 20,000. This looks like 10,000. That's actually 10,000 pennies. It says cent up there. So $100 is 10,000 cents. But here's the central point. He increased this. This actually, he got this up to over 200%. So Don is my new hero. He made 14% in a week, 41% in a month, 100%. Overall with the account, he did very well. I'm not sure where he's at with that account right now, but it's exciting to see that kind of result. Most people, however, will not do this. Most people will get into the copy trading part. Now, what is manual trading? While we're on that topic, manual trading is when you have acquired the skills, you've cracked the books, you've shown up at the salt mine every day to learn how to do this. It's not easy, it's not simple, and it's active. Everything about it is active. There's nothing about it that's passive. You got to be in the game. You got to show up. You got to be in the game mentally. There's a lot of the psychology of trading plays a huge role in your success. There's just a lot of things that are not easy. Now, how does that contrast to copy trading? Copy trading is something where you don't have to have skills yourself. It's easy, it's simple, it's passive. In other words, you plug into a trader that has skills, you can enjoy the benefit of them having already paid the price to acquire those skills, and you enjoy the benefit of their trades. Now, of course, that's not free. You have to pay them. I know that comes as a shock. They want to get paid, but they're worth being paid. In other words, if they're a good trader, they have a performance fee, and that performance fee can range from 30 to 50% of the profit. Most of the ones we're using charge 30% of the profit for each week what they achieve in profit in your account. They don't charge you a nickel, they don't charge you a penny unless they've earned you money. But they do charge a fee for that trading. Now, how does RoboForex stack up in the marketplace? And this is something that to me was such a powerful element of this whole business. Just this week, there have been a couple of businesses. Robert Russell brought my attention to this. Couple of businesses that failed, and of course you don't like it when anything fails in the forex and crypto space. Crypto tends to be even more volatile than forex, but there were a couple businesses that failed, and they basically did a rug pull. And how is this different than that? Well, you're looking at a business that has well over 12 years in the marketplace. This number is actually a little bit light. It's not 4.5 million, it's 5 million clients in 169 countries. This has real solidity. It has real stability. And why is that important? Well, to avoid, if you're going to do the work in building a business, if you're going to do the work in selecting traders and having traders that you can benefit from, you want it to be around for the long haul. And when I looked at this broker originally, I was very enthusiastic about them. And this was before I knew they had copy trading. One day, up pops a post on my Facebook feed, and there was this good-looking Irishman. And I said, aha, RoboForex, the company I already wanted to get an account with, they have copy trading. Really? So that was very interesting to me. And the rest is history, as they say. We became involved in the business in February and haven't looked back. I'm so enthusiastic about what we've got here because it's got all the elements of a great business. It has the solidity of a company that is, it has a decade under its belt. Actually, I think it's 13 or 14. It's at least 12 years old. Very few companies can pass that test. The company is regulated in the country of Belize. The regulatory body that regulates it is called the FSC. It's a participant in the Financial Commission. The Financial Commission is a group of forex brokers that got together and said, why don't we provide an independent commission that provides arbitration on behalf of our clientele. And so each of the participant brokers contributes to that. If there is a dispute, an independent board hears the dispute, and then if the commission decides on behalf of the client, the compensation will be up to 20,000 euros. So this is just a very good faith gesture that they're going to be even-handed and do things properly. What instruments does RoboForex trade? Well, not surprisingly, Forex. Cryptocurrencies, stocks, indices. Indices, by the way, is something, if you're not familiar with this is a very popular medium or instrument series. Indices is like the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the top. There's a index or indice called US 30. It's the top 30 industrial companies in the US. There's something called the DAX 40. That's the top 40 German industrial companies. There's the UK 100. That's the top companies in the UK. There's the NAS 100. That's the top tech companies in the US. Those are all very, very popular instruments to trade. Not a pair like a Forex pair where you have the euro against the dollar, something like that. It's an index, but enormously popular, volatile. You can make a lot of money trading it. And then we have exchange traded funds, soft commodities, things like coffee, cocoa, sugar, etc., wheat, wheat and the different things that have been affected by the Ukraine war. This has been a very, very volatile area, because of what's happening in Eastern Europe. Energies, same thing, oil, natural gas, heating oil. This has been, very, very volatile. And then metals is a favorite area as well for us. In fact, we have a trader on the call who, let's see if he's still on the call. Where is he? There's Don Murray. Hello, Don Murray. Is Tony still here? I don't see him. He was.
Tony popped out. Robert, your mic is a wee bit low as well. We're just noticing.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Tell me if it gets better now. Is it better now?
Yeah, far better.
Okay. Note to self: don't turn on the original sound for musicians. Thank you for letting me know that. So this at any rate, I was going to mention Tony because Tony is very actively. He's an example of a trader on the team that trades gold and does very well doing that. Now, the awards you can go over and take a look at yourself. There's lots of accolades for the broker. I don't want to read to you. You can go do some of your own due diligence on the broker, but it's a very well thought of broker in short. Now we get to the thing that really gives us competitive advantage is the traders, because the traders are really what this type of concept lives or dies by. You may have heard something called a PAM account. What's that mean? A PAM account is the same idea. It's copy trading. You have a system where the trader trades, and then those trades pass through to the clientele. And that can happen on a very grand scale. In other words, you can have, traders that might have 10 people following them. They might have 1,000 people following them. They might have 10,000 people following them. And every time they place a trade, that gets distributed to all of those subscribers. PAM accounts are another word for that. The system that RoboForex uses is proprietary. I think it's substantially better than a PAM account, by the way. It's their own system and it's terrific. One of the measures of a good system is how rapidly those trades get to the destination. It's very important that there not be latency or lag there. They've got a very snappy system, very good system. What are some of the things we look for in traders when we are enjoying the benefit of those traders doing things? Well, how do you pick a good trader? Good question. You want to make sure that the stop loss is tight, that they're not going to allow big losses to take place on your account, that drawdowns are low, that what is a drawdown, by the way? A drawdown is an unrealized loss, typically. It can be an unrealized gain, but typically it's an unrealized loss. It becomes realized when you close the trade. But you don't want great big drawdowns because that goes directly to risk. Because if it continues to go against you, that can punish your account a lot. How is past performance? That old saying, past performance isn't necessarily an indication of future results. They're right, but it does give you some reference point as to how things have gone. You can get some indication of what things are going to have, especially if it's recent past performance. What's the win ratio? This one can be very misleading, by the way. You can have traders that have a 90% plus win ratio, and they won't be as profitable as a trader who has a 50% win ratio. So this is something that people, as they figure out how things work here, this can be a misleading. I get 95% win rate, but they don't make as much money as the gal who gets 55% win rate because she has better control of her losses. Telegram channel and a group. Do you have the ability to communicate with the trader? If there's something you have a question about, can you get an answer directly from the trader? I won't choose a trader that doesn't have this because I want to know what's going on. That said, the traders, and we do this on purpose because there have been some bad experiences with traders when something went awry and they had people, literally in some cases give death threats to the trader. So we keep the traders anonymous on purpose for good reason, to protect them and to keep them focused on what they need to be doing, which is the trading. What are the total number of trades? What are the total number of subscribers or investors? That's a very good indication also. So this is a system that we use, one of a couple of systems. There's another one called FX Blue. This is a system that is think of this like a report card for the trader. Okay, it's called My FX Book. You see that up here in the upper left-hand corner, and it shows you what is the gain, what is the daily earnings, the monthly earnings, the drawdown percentage. Those are some of the real basic key parameters. So not surprisingly, they're right up front. How much money did the person put in the account? What is the account worth now? What's the profit? So on. And then you get daily, here would be where today's profit would be located this week, this month. So this is something that we use a lot to keep a track of how things are progressing. And we have a banner that we're building called Zorro. And the Zorro, the traders that we have in here, we like to think are some of the best in RoboForex. We have some we think are going to be the best in RoboForex over time because they're just exceptional traders. They're really good. One of which is this trader. This is Zorro 50. And here you can see when Zorro 50 started out, the first few days had made already 9%, was averaging 2.18% with a 5.57% drawdown. That changed. And so did the daily percentage. As time goes on, the more time you have, the more data you have, the more accurate a picture you have. But just to show you, this is where he started. This was this last week's results. He had 29.19% overall gain. And this is since that would be July 18th. Clipping along at a percentage of 21% per month. He had some days where he was stuck in a trade, which brought his daily number down. I expect that number to come up. He had a 25% drawdown. And here's his numbers down at the bottom. This month, 11%. This year, 29%. That matches what you see up here. So this is Zorro 50. This trader trades Forex, major Forex pairs. Now we have a trader that goes by the moniker Zorro 2. Zorro 2 trades exclusively the US 30 index, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. He started out 1, 2, 3, and barely a fourth day made 11%. This actually for him is a fairly representative week, and I think this daily calculation isn't accurate because he didn't start trading until August 8th, although the system started counting the days from July 13th. So over time, you'll see this daily number reflect accuracy better than this does. The thing that's as striking as the return is look at the drawdown. Very, very low drawdown. And he has maintained that. He got up to just under 5%, 4.6% drawdown. But look at this, 21% gain. Had a losing day, the first losing day this week. And you notice the red curve goes down a little bit. And guys, you want to see that. You want to see losses and you want to see drawdown low because this is directly affecting your relative amount of risk on the account. He is protecting principal. That is job one, and compounding and earning returns is job two. But you'll see here, here's this week, 2.14% week. This month, 21.42, and this was since August 8th. So not even a full month. And, this is something, he's clipping along at a rate that will be over 30% per month. And I think you'll see that very consistently from this trader. So we're very excited about him. And one of the things that's very important in this process is when you identify a trader that you want to give, you want to take on a test drive, so to speak, be sure to get your sponsor's link. Honor your sponsor, whoever the person is that brought you to the party, be sure to get the link from them. That then, like with these two traders that I just showed you, the traders have agreed to split their performance fee with the affiliate that introduces a new customer. If that's your friend that brought you, be sure to honor them and get the link for these traders from your friend that brought you to the dance, so to speak. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you like the looks of this graph? Does this look like a good trader? It does, right? I mean, I know if I looked at that, I'd go, wow, that looks pretty good. Up and to the right, super. What's missing? What is missing? It's these little divots, I call them shark bites. Maybe it should be piranha bites. That'd be better, because you don't want a great white. You don't want a great big slice out of the equity and then have a big mountain to climb to get back. You want little ones, like what happened just yesterday was the first losing day that Zorro 2 had. That's fine. There's no problem with that, because what he did is he took a loss. Just, the very best traders on the planet have losses, and that's good. You don't want to see the trader. We had a gold trader that looked like this, and then they didn't control the risk, and they had a huge drawdown, and that ended up blowing up accounts, literally blowing accounts. This kind of a trader doesn't blow accounts. Out, up, out, up. In other words, these are little losses, little being the operative word. Not big losses, little losses. And you want to see that. Notice it's still up and to the right, but he's protecting the account's capital. That is job one. There's a book that, if you haven't read this book, I highly encourage you to get this book, because it talks about this concept of losing, of losses. This is something that I think the most people are raised with. We don't want to have losses. We don't want to be a loser. And there's nothing more important to get out of your mentality than that when you're trading, because losses are a part of trading. Even the very best traders on the planet have losses. So knowing that, when you go in, you don't want to, you don't want to run away from losses. I mean, this guy, for instance, Tom Hugard, and this is on Amazon, by the way. You can get it for Kindle, the book. I've literally got the book right here. I liked it so much. I got the Kindle version, the book, and the audio from Audible, so I can listen to it when I'm out on a walk. But what he talks about is the psychology of the process of, no, you're never going to get it right, but don't be afraid of taking the loss. Don't let the loss get big. In other words, close it when it's small. That's a very, very important skill. And it sounds simple, but it's so hard to do when you're in the fight, you're in the trade. Oh, it'll turn around. It's going to come back. That's mental felony. In other words, you just don't want to do that, because it won't come back. You're probably just got it wrong. Accept the loss and move on and keep it small. Good traders do that. Now, this is an exciting part of the whole thing. How do you get your money out? It's easy to get in, sort of like Las Vegas. It's easy to get in the casino, not as easy to get out. Well, here it's easy both directions. Most countries have Visa and MasterCard. AstroPay is another one. Fiat and currency, you can get directly to your bank, or you can use crypto. Crypto is not available in all countries, however, and in some countries, Visa and MasterCard are not available. So it is country specific depending on where you're from, and we can get into that, depending on where you're from. This is our account in Romania. These are some of the methods that we have available as with our subscription that is from Romania, and it's an EU country, of course. N26, Revolut, bank transfer, lots of choices on crypto, MasterCard, Visa, Google Pay, Apple Pay, all kinds of stuff, that you can get money in and out. And not surprising, because it's a major brokerage. Think 5 million customers worldwide. These are some of the methods to get the money out. One of the ones that is a favorite of many of us is USDT Tether, TRC20. This is a stable coin that's fast and inexpensive. So there's a lot to like with that particular mechanism to get the money in and out. These are examples of withdrawals that Robert Russell did. And you see here he has 3 withdrawals that were done with USDT Tether, the one I was just mentioning. One took 2 hours, one took 4, one took 5. He did a bank transfer. It took 13 minutes. When's the last time you did a wire transfer and got it done in 13 minutes? I was shocked when I saw that. And I've had luck with Tether where it comes to me in some cases in minutes. that's much shorter than the times that Robert has here, but it just depends. It varies on how busy they are. By the way, Tuesdays, the first and third Tuesday, is it first and third, Robert? Just give me a thumbs up if that's accurate. Okay.
Yeah.
First and third Tuesday, there are no fees on withdrawals. So that's something else to keep in mind. If you want to defer a little bit, you can minimize the fees that they charge for withdrawals. MasterCard, 1 day, 15 hours, 1 day. I'm a big fan of Wise, and have my Wise card right here. You know, the outfit that allows you to transfer from different currency types. Fees are low. I'm not a shareholder, although if they become public, I will be one. I like them a lot. I get this in minutes on my Wise card, you know, when I do withdrawals, and there may be times where it takes a day, but I haven't had that experience. Apparently they're discriminating against the Irish. I kid. So now we get into some fun stuff. I have to do this slide prior to this because, you know, just like any spreadsheet, I can make you a billionaire in about 3 minutes. And I don't want you to have the impression that this is all easy. And, you know, if it were, everybody'd be doing it. But there is a means of making really good money here, but you do have to be mindful of trading is risky. The reason you get good returns is there is risk. And if you're good at mitigating that risk, you can make a lot of money, but never risk funds you cannot afford to lose. So there it is again. I'd encourage you to, I'll wait a second here, get a drink of coffee. If you want to take a screenshot of this screen, I'd encourage you to do so. Okay, we're going to get into compounding. What is compounding? Compounding is taking the growth on your account of your money, advertisements everywhere, taking the growth on your account and adding the profit to it. So your principal balance is part of the trading either later today, best case scenario, but definitely by tomorrow, assuming you're getting profits, they grow, they add to the principal balance, it grows. And what I want to do is I want to show you what the possibilities are with this and see what is possible to do. And when we get into this, you know, inevitably somebody will try an account because they want to make sure, okay, is this thing real? Does it actually working? So they'll do a test deposit, right? Let's say that's $1,000. They'd say, okay, maybe it's $100, maybe it's $1,000, maybe it's $10,000, depending on what somebody's resources are like. But invariably, somebody does a test account to say, okay, does this thing really work? Am I going to see it actually manifest? Is it going to do what they say that it's going to do? They do that test amount. And then there's the amount ultimately that they say, okay, once the test is done and I'm confident and comfortable with this, I'm going to put more money in. I'm going to start with $10,000 just to show you an example. And this is after the test is done. You don't have to start with 10,000, but let's pretend that your resources are such that that wouldn't be a big deal. You've done a test maybe with $1,000. You said that passed with flying colors. Okay, I'm going to add a zero. Now, here's the most critical element of this whole thing is what is the rate that you earn on a consistent basis? Okay, and I'm going to show you an example. We're going to use 0.08 to start. That is 0.8 of 1%. But note it's daily. Why is that significant? Because the higher the frequency that you have with compounding, the more powerful it is. You see, if they earn a profit today, that profit is added and you're trading your principal balance with that profit in it tomorrow. And if that same concept is consistent and holds, and you have very few losing days, you'll have some, but very few, then your account will grow like a weed. I mean, it's crazy. And let's say that you do this over a year. Now, here's an important thing. And I forgot to do this. I'm going to send you via chat the tools that I'm using right here. So this is something that's a freebie on the house. Be sure to click on that link before you leave the webinar, and then you'll have that calculator for your own use, and you'll have a better understanding of how to use it by the time we're done here. It's not complicated, but just there's some parameters you need to be mindful of. One of which is the one on the screen right now. And that one is, do you include all days of the week? What do you think? Yes or no? I'm seeing a head shake no. What does everybody think? Do you include all days of the week? Type in chat if you think you do. Type in chat if you think you don't. I've got a no. I've got a no. 2 no's.
Oh dear. Wait, yes, yeah.
No would be the correct answer, guys. And the reason is that we're not trading crypto. If it was crypto, the answer would be yes. But in the case of Forex, it's no, because you only trade business days, Monday through Friday. And that also, you know, there are occasions where there are banking holidays that in one part of the world or the other, bank holidays of, you know, like we just had a recent week where the European Union, there were lots of European banks out of the mix. Well, that affects the market. The same thing with the US, same thing with Asian markets, you know, the North American market or Asian markets. You know, if there's big stuff going on that takes people out of the market, then, you know, even this is impacted. But let's go ahead and run with that. So your $10,000 in this example, earning oops, you know what? I did that wrong. Hang on a minute. It's 0.8%. There, that's correct. Now let's see what that looks like. That's more like it. So this is 0.8%. I added an extra 0 there accidentally. $10,000 balance. Your 10 grand turns into 80,000. Is it possible? Yeah. This is just math. I mean, if you are fortunate enough to have a trader that can generate that consistently, you'll get this result. It's math. It's just a mathematical equation. And, you know, you see something that in a year generates a 700% return. How much are you getting paid at your bank to put your money in your bank? You know, depending on where you are in the world, I know in North America, it's way, way south of 1%, not a day, a year. A year. So if you have inflation that is 5%, you're actually going backwards more than 4% with your money. Your money is losing value by putting it in the bank. And here it's not, but you have to mitigate it because you know, you don't get that unless you're willing to take risk. There is risk involved in this. There just is. That's part of the equation. If you mitigate the risk, then you're going to get, you know, going to get good results and have minimum exposure. Here's how this works. So in August, we only have a week left of the month. At that 0.8, you know, 0.8%, you're going to earn $323. Add to your balance. You now start the next month, September, with $10,323. You earn $1,800 in September. You add that to your balance. You start October with $12,204, and so on and so forth. Notice your balance is getting bigger rapidly and growing like crazy. This guys is compounding, manifesting right before your eyes. Okay. It's a very, very powerful concept. Now here's something that's crazy. Let's say for the sake of discussion that we've got a trader that could net you, keeping in mind, this is the net result that you're looking at here, not the gross amount before you pay the trader. The trader has to get paid, and then you have the net amount after they take out their 30%. Let's say for the sake of discussion that we just increase this by 0.4%. So we go from 0.8 daily to 1.2. What do you think the net result's going to be once I do that calculation? Keeping in mind we had 80,000 at 0.8% per day. Let's do 1.2 and let's see. Ready? Boom. Look at the difference from 80 to 224. Unbelievable, right? I mean, it's just crazy. And you see this just progresses along, and all of a sudden you're 10 grand. Now, a key point that I want to draw your attention to, let's say you were fortunate enough to get a trader that could do that. And we have traders that are doing in excess of this, by the way. One in particular, I think, is going to knock this out of the park. So is this a number that is achievable? Yes. Am I guaranteeing it? No. There is risk involved. There's lots of things that can happen. But I personally believe, I have the belief that we're going to see a number that is better than that. I think this is for this particular trader is a conservative example. Now, let's say that you've done that, and between here at 17,000 and 22,000, somewhere in that date range, there's 20,000. Why is that significant? Because you've doubled your initial investment. here's what I submit. At the point that that occurs, get your 10 grand back. Do a withdrawal, get that 10,000 and put it back in your pocket. It's the very single best thing you can do to mitigate your risk, because you have, yes, you'll slow down the compounding because you're going to basically start over again with the compounding, but you have your money back. You have your principal back. How cool is that? And look, it took 2.5 months, 3 months, somewhere in here. You're at 20 grand, take the 10 grand. Robert said this was a good thing to do. I try to do exactly the same thing myself. Why not? Get your money back. You've reduced your risk completely. Now, let's say at the point that you get here to 100 grand, you go, you know what? I don't need this account to grow that much. I want to start putting more of this money in my pocket. Okay. Let's say that you have 100 grand in the account. I'm going to add a 0 here. And how long did that take? That took from 10 grand. If you take the 10 grand out, you're going to take, let's say, 3 months to do that. Then you start again with 10 grand, but you're starting with the profits that you earn, not with your own capital. You have protected your capital 100%. Then at the point that you do it again, it's going to take, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months to get to 100 grand. Okay. And at that point, when you do that, let's say that you want to take out 50% and leave in 50%. You want the account to grow by 50%, but you want to put 50% in your wallet without changing any other parameter here, just the daily reinvestment rate. Here's what happens. You have your account value is 476,000, but look at this. You've put 376,000 in your pocket. You've got a new column on here. You've got your earnings over here. You've got your reinvestment here. You've got your cash out here. This is the amount that you put in your pocket. This is the amount your account grew by, 50. Your account is now worth $476,000. What's crazy when you do this is, and look at the kind of money you're taking out at this point. 2013, 16, 18, 20, all the way down to $54,000 that that's monthly income for you, and your account's still growing by the same amount. How cool is that? Really, really powerful. And if you take this out 2 years, if you want to have a shock, watch this, just change this parameter to 2 years. Your account value is now 2.2 million. You've taken out 2.1 million in your pocket. This sounds crazy, right? This sounds ridiculous. There are people doing this, guys. They're doing this very thing. They're very selective about the traders. They do their due diligence. They do the work to get attached to, or have good traders attached to their account. So this is something that is such an exciting element of what we do, and such a powerful element of what we do. When you see it and you really, really see it manifest, it can really be a huge eye opener. So that is compounding. What have we covered so far? We've covered how copy trading works, the importance of the solidity of the broker, how withdrawals work. The smoke is killing me today. Compounding works. Now, we have a class that happens every Monday, and this is led by Robert Russell, my business partner here. I'm so grateful to have connected my wagon to his locomotive. It's an honor to work with a guy like him. He always has a great attitude and has wicked work ethic. So thank you, Robert Russell. This is something that he does every Monday at 8 p.m. UK time. You can plug in, and here's who it's intended for. You're brand new. You want to get your account set up. You've got questions about how do I verify? How do I get set up as an affiliate? How do I choose a trader? How do I get the trader link? All of those are fair game for this particular class that happens every Monday. We are going to be expanding this, by the way, as we ramp up the marketing. It's once a week right now. I do this on this particular webinar on Saturdays, but we're going to have an additional one coming up soon. Also, there's trading training on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m., also led by Robert Russell. He's a very good trader in his own right. You will see him come into the copy trading arena soon enough, I think, but he's somebody that you can benefit. How do you get your MT4 set up and maybe copy some of the trades yourself? You want to monitor the trades. You like the profit on a given day. Can you close all the trades down and call it good? You can. It's your account. It's your money. Do you know how to do that with MT4? If not, show up for this class and you'll learn how to do that. And then Saturdays, we have this presentation each week. And then the second part is the enrollment, how to get plugged in. So one of the things I'd encourage you to do right now while we're on the class, take a picture of this slide, get a screenshot of this slide, and you'll see down at the bottom is timefreedomteam.xyz. What is the importance of that? The importance of that is this. You can go over there and get presentations, get plugged into the groups, get our calendar of events. We have a Dropbox down at the bottom that has all of our goodies in it, including this presentation. If you like this, you have access to this in Keynote or PowerPoint, whatever your favorite presentation software is. It's a one-stop place, and there's the instructions on how to get started in the business. In other words, there's a PDF file to start. That, Robert, by the way, is now on the site. It's one button. It just simply says enroll. So we've simplified that, and we continue to kind of sharpen our axe at every opportunity. But this is where you can go 24/7 and have that working for you. Now, I want to get into the affiliate part of the plan, and then we're going to get into the drawing and have some fun. The affiliate part is simple. It works. You can withdraw your money. You can add it to your compounding. It's your money. You can do what you want, and that's common to everything on RoboForex. There are no lockups. There are no holding periods. It's your money. If you decide you want to pull it out, you can do that whenever you wish. If you like the trading profits from a given day, you can pull them out. It's your money. Okay. If you like the affiliate commission that comes in on a given day, you can withdraw it. You can add it if you want to your trading accounts and increase the rate at which they compound. Of course, these are the different ways that you can earn. You have daily trader returns, meaning how much money does the trader make you on each trading day. You can enroll people, and then as you bring them in, if you have a trader you like and you use your affiliate link and you show your friends and business associates that trader and they subscribe to them, you can earn profits from that trader also. In addition to the trading profits, you can refer people and split the trader performance fee. There's also fees from the broker that are charged. Every broker charges fees. This one is no exception. But the exception is we get paid significantly on those fees as they come in fact, over 5 levels. And there's a monthly bonus that takes place each month. So let me just break this down for you. Let's say that you have $5,000 trading in RoboForex. And let's say on a given month, you earn 23%. I'm not guaranteeing that. I'm just using this as an example. So that would earn a gross profit of $11.50. You've chosen a trader that charges 30%. So you take the $11.50, multiply times 0.7. Here's your net. $805. So you add that. If you're going to compound, you add that to your account. It's added automatically to your account balance. 5805. You start next month with 5805. There's your compounding coming to life right there. Let's say you go out and you talk to 5 friends over time. They say, what did you do? I said, well, I came in with $5,000 after I did a little test. I wanted to make sure everything was okay. So then I came in with $5,000. They do the same thing you did. So five friends, $5,000, there's 25,000. Let's say that same month, they got a 23% profit. You'd have a 5,750 gross profit. Multiply that times 0.3. That's the trader performance fee. There's $1,725 that the trader would be paid, but the trader has agreed in this case to split that with you because you're the affiliate bringing those 5 customers in. You get $862, the trader gets $862. You can withdraw this, you can put it into your trading account, whatever you want to do, it's your money. And it's significant. Now, here is the 5-tier part. These 5 tiers are paid on the broker fees, the spread, the commission, and so forth that the broker charges. You get paid on the basis of what the broker charges to the clientele. Once a month, you earn an additional bonus, which is somewhere between, if your profit from this part, from the 5-tier part, is somewhere between $100 and $500, you earn 10%. Somewhere between $500 and $30,000, you earn 15%. That pays out up to $4,500. That's paid at the beginning of the month. And if you are a superstar and you're earning over $30,000 in profit from the 5-tier plan, it starts at $6,000 and goes up from there. And this is, again, all of these are once a month. Robert Russell, what is your average per week right now?
You could say $800, $700, $800.
$700 or $800 a week, just from the 5-tier part of the plan, right? From this
Yeah.
part right here.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Not counting the profit from brokers, just this part.
just that
Or
part. Yeah,
not brokers, I meant traders.
yeah, just that part. Yeah,
Just that part. Okay. Guys, that's and I know for a fact that he has had days where he had spikes up over $1,000. Those were kind of high watermark days, but both of us are working on getting that to be the consistent number each day. And we're making good progress toward that end. So that's what's possible with the affiliate plan. It's simple. It works. The withdrawals are great, and you can add it to your compounding. You can do whatever you want with it. It's your money. So now into the fun part of the day. Not that the other part wasn't, but the drawing is always a lot of fun. What I'd like to do now is kind of go over the rules of the drawing. You have to be a guest, meaning you haven't enrolled, that you're eligible to be in the drawing. If you are registered and verified, but you have not funded your account yet with RoboForex, you're eligible. If you funded your account, you're not eligible. That's where the line is. If you've put money in already, then you're not eligible to be in the drawing. But if you're a guest or you're an unfunded registered client, then you can participate. Also, you must agree to allow us to publish your name and your picture. So if that's something you can't do for one reason or another, please do not participate, because we will insist that you do that, or we won't give you the $100. So there it is. The money will be delivered once your account is verified. So if you don't have a verified account, you have to register, get together with the person, get their link, the person that referred you, register, verify, which is simply getting your email. You know, you'll find your email, by the way, probably in your spam folder. Go to the spam folder, look for the email, verify, then you do your address verification, you do your ID verification, you do your address verification, and you verify a Visa or MasterCard. You don't have to use it, but you do have to verify that in order to get properly verified. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get into the drawing here. And my lovely assistant, I feel like the guys on the game show host, my lovely assistant from Ireland, Mr. Robert Russell, do you have the names for me?
yeah. I'm going to start throwing them at you. So we're going to start off with Howard.
With who?
Howard, Howard.
I see two people separated by a common language. I went to Ireland and met my Irish friend, and he took me to places where is it Celtic? In other words, the Irish language is, in some villages, it's only that language. And I admit I was a bit lost.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Howard and
Hassan, Hassan.
Hassan?
No, one S.
AN?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have Robina, Robina.
Okay.
We have Darren.
Darren?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have Veronica.
All right.
We have, yeah, William.
Got a good group of guests here today. That's good.
Yeah. We have Abdul, Abdul.
Okay.
We have, I'm going to have to spell these other ones out. Razak, Rasaq.
Okay.
We have Tim Alihan, Timileham.
Okay.
And we have Titalope, Titilope.
Okay.
Let me see. Madihan, Madeeha. And we have another guest, Shazid, Shazad. Folks, these people must be on the call. I need to double check here. They have to be on the call because there's a lot of names that come in here. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just double checking here, Robert. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so loads of guests on the call, which is great.
Okay.
So-
Do we have any other guests? Anybody that is registered but not funded? Act now or forever hold your peace. Last call for guests. Last call. All right, here we go.
And good luck.
Ready to roll. Who's going to be there? How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have about an 8% chance of winning each guest, roughly. And try to get those odds in Las Vegas, by the way. Good luck on that. Robert Russell is very generous and does this each week. And I'm so appreciative every week that he does this because it really is, it's a cool thing. And by the way, here's the plug for affiliates. If you're an affiliate, use this. Get guests here. There's a very good chance they're going to win the $100. There really is. You'll see that. You are seeing that. Okay, here we go. Ready? Boom. Here we go. Let's get it ready to rumble. Is it Madiha? Where are you, Madiha?
Wow.
Madiha is also a guest. Madiha is with Robina. Where is Robina?
Yeah. Robina is,
There we go.
yeah, we can see Robina if she wants to
Robina,
unmute.
I asked you to unmute, and if you would do that, that'd be great. Robina, where are you from? Oh, you're muted again.
Hiya.
There
Hiya.
you go.
Hiya. Well, hear me and
Yes, I'm here.
Madia's my daughter. She's won the 100. Thank you.
Robina, where are you from?
I'm from the UK, from Yorkshire.
Nice.
Wow. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you for that.
How did you find us? Who is your sponsor?
Hassan. Thank you, Hassan.
Hassan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Hassan.
Well, that's great because see, here's what I know. And I just love this. So I was talking to Hassan and I said, we have this drawing, it's cool. He said, that's great. I'm interested in RoboForex. I said, are you registered? And he says, no. And I said, well, good, but still, come, you could win the $100 and also invite people. Well, clearly he follows direction. And the fact that he did that, here's the way this will work. I'll get Hassan on board. We'll get him registered. We'll get his affiliate link squared away. And then Robina, you'll sign up with his link. So he's attached to you.
Yes.
Or you're attached to him.
Yeah.
Does that make
No,
sense?
I
In
know,
other
I'll
words,
be under
we got a
him,
little bit more work to do on this one, but I want to absolutely reward a guy who took initiative. He just got beat up pretty badly and some other thing. It doesn't matter to us maybe, but it matters to him because he had a rug pull happen. And he was so concerned that we had solidity with this broker and that this, this was not going to be the same kind of thing that he experienced. So I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased that he took action and decided to engage to the degree that he did. So good on you, Hassan. In fact, what we'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and bring the live stream to a close, and then we can get into Q&A and answer questions. So give me